know the drill. Another episode of My MMA Mobile, the show. I'm Todd. Once again, this is Lou.
What's up, guys?
And on this week's episode, we're going to go over UFC 129, Jake Shields versus GSP.
Oh my gosh. Also on this week, we have a special guest popping in once again for all you subscribers and viewers. So let's sit back and see what happens. Oh, damn!
Yeah, we told you we're going to have a special guest.
Woo.
Thanks, man. Big D, Big D.
What up, big boy? And he brought a friend.
Definitely.
Damn.
My new baby.
New baby.
The first belt on My MMA Mobile, the show, dude.
Definitely. We got a champion. Darrell the Mongoose Montague.
Long time guest.
All this and more on this week's episode of My MMA Mobile,
The show.
And now it's time for the breakdown.
UFC 129, Jake Shields versus GSP. He's gonna be big. Let's start it off, guys, with the Aldo versus Hominick fight, dude. That's gonna be sick. Who takes this down?
I'm gonna have to go with Aldo. We haven't seen him taken down. He won the Worlds at Brown Belt in Brazil, the Mundials.
Dang.
I mean, sorry Uriah, but he manhandled you on the ground. Mike Brown.
Yeah, I mean, he said he had mercy for Uriah.
Yeah, it was. He looks like a bad man on the ground, and Hominick, unfortunately, that's his hole.
Yeah.
And any smart fighter's gonna go in there and take advantage of what his opponent's weakness is.
Right. What do you think, Todd?
I'm going to have to go with Aldo. Mark Hominick has lost to a lot of ground guys in the past, and I don't think that he's going to be able to take Aldo's ground or stand up.
Okay, I'm gonna have to just say I go for the underdog. I think Hominick has a good chance because there's factors against Aldo that are, he's coming off of an injury, number one. He's fighting his debut fight in the UFC in front of 55,000 people in Canada, and he's been out almost a year.
True.
Hominick just got done whooping on Roop, So I think he has a really good chance to come in and pull off the upset.
Next, Lyoto Machida versus Randy Couture.
Potentially Randy Couture's last fight. I mean, he's gone on the record as saying that he doesn't want to wait forever to retire.
How old do you have to be before you do retire in a sport where everybody's really, really young? You don't want to be a grandpa.
Yeah, and Hollywood's calling.
Make that money, Randy.
So who wins, Darrell?
I'm gonna have to go with the Dragon. His elusive style, he's a counter striker.
Yeah.
He's given Randy problems in the past. Don't get me wrong, the Captain America, I mean, jeez. He could pull it off. Every time I root against him, he's gonna probably make me look like an idiot, but I'm gonna do it anyways just because I love how the Dragon fights, and I think it's a good style matchup for him. So
kind of like you, dude. The way you come in, come back out.
Counter striking.
That's awesome.
Definitely.
Southpaw, he switches his stances a lot. Stays far away. Couture needs to get inside to grapple.
Yeah.
He likes to get that clinch, get the takedowns. I don't think he has the one-punch knockout power of, say, a Rampage or a Shogun. So.
Yeah, that's true. What about you, Todd?
Darrell's pick right here, Lyoto. Anyone where your father sings a song to you the whole day of your fight, he's got his own theme song. You know what I mean?
That's some chi, man.
That's a major chi right there.
He got the chi in the cup too, and he drinks.
I don't recommend that for anybody else, but he drinks pee before. Yeah, he makes it work. I don't know if you got dragon breath. But
Hey, don't be copyrighted. That says dragon drink right there, baby. I'm going with them, Lyoto Machida.
And guess what? Since today the little guys are taking over, and the UFC, you guys better watch out. The 135s are gonna start stealing all those fight of the night checks.
Uh-oh.
But on another note, we gotta talk about my boy Charlie Valencia versus Ivan Minjavar. What do you guys think about that one?
Charlie. I think Charlie puts this one down, man. I mean, he's been training hard. I know Menjivar has been veteran of the sport. He's been fighting everybody in the
GSP.
Definitely, he fought a lot of people.
Wow. But I still give it to Charlie.
Charlie is definitely going to win this one. You know the reason why?
Why?
Because Charlie trains at Millennia.
Where? Right here?
With Darrell the Mongoose Montague, the TACHI Palace champion.
With this right here?
Yes. So, champions beget champions.
Dang, iron sharpens iron.
So, I'm going to go with Charlie on this one. Ivan's going to be a formidable opponent, but I'm going to go with Charlie.
Yeah, definitely. Got to go with my boy Charlie.
Now we got the main event of the night, baby. GSP versus Jake Shields.
Jake Shields has the best chance out of anybody to win this fight.
Yeah.
The reason why is because Jake Shields' ground is phenomenal.
Right.
But in Jake Shields' last fight, he looked unphenomenal.
Yeah, he was tired.
You know, he was very, very tired. So I think the difference in the level of competition, he felt it, and hopefully he's prepared for that, because GSP is the top of the food chain right there.
That's right. What do you think, Darrell?
And you know, GSP is a beast. He's just been smashing people. He's making the guys he fights look really bad, and when we watch them fight each other,
Yeah.
it's like, oh man, this guy might have a chance. This guy might have a chance.
Yeah, that's true.
But then GSP just goes in there, does what he does,
Comes
and
out
just
on top.
dominates. It's amazing.
I have to give it to GSP if I was betting money, but my heart goes to Jake Shields because I mean the guy hasn't lost in like what 6 years, something like that, and now he's training with Chael Sonnen so he can work on that ground game. You know, so when he goes up against GSP can't just take him down like he takes down everybody. But GSP, man, he is the top of he's the most well-rounded athlete in the UFC.
In the USA, actually.
In the USA.
And GSP has Yoda on his
Right.
corner. So anybody that has Yoda in your corner,
Yoda Jackson.
it's kind of difficult to go against that, because he can already know what's going to happen before it happens.
When he will, yes.
And that does it for the breakdown.
And now we're going to be interviewing Darrell the Mongoose Montague. Stay tuned.
And you know who we have on this week's Fighter Spotlight? Darrell the Mongoose Montague.
Yeah.
You've seen him on the show a few times, and he's back to basically let us know what's been going on in your MMA world.
Hey, nothing much. Back in February, I won a nice little TACHI title.
Nice.
I beat Ulysses Gomez in a 5-round, 25-minute fight. It was amazing.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Has anything changed, now that you're big old champ, top of the food chain?
Not really. I got people to keep me humble, so I keep it real. I'm just back in the gym, training all the time, teaching my classes.
Awesome.
Teach the little ones,
Yeah, that's dope.
Even though it was a 5-round fight, I know a lot of times people get tired. They have a lot of, jitters and things like that. It seemed like you were pretty smooth throughout the 5 rounds. How'd you do that?
A lot of physical and mental preparation, I did a lot of conditioning and stuff like that, but also I did a lot of recovery, so I was able to train a lot harder. I was getting a massage once a week. I think that really helped me in my training.
I want a massage.
Because usually I train, kill my body, and then I train some more with a busted back, or a busted leg.
Right.
This time I really took it. After I train, I'd instead of going out and messing around and doing stupid stuff, I'd actually, get some recovery done, get some sleep.
You weren't doing triathlons or nothing like that?
Nah, not yet.
All right. Awesome. Well, me and Todd have been debating. Obviously, you've seen the other shows. We want to get down to the nitty-gritty about this whole teammates fighting each other, because, it's gonna happen eventually, I believe. But what do you think about this, man?
Ask anyone who's in a big gym that has guys coming in and out. There's teammates that are just kind of there. They're your teammates, blah, blah, blah. And then there's your teammates that are like your brothers.
Right.
So, one of these guys over here on the left, I'll fight one of them because they haven't been training with me since I was a kid. My other guys that are real, blood brothers, we all got our tats on our legs, our arms. One of those guys, no way.
No way, huh?
No way. Not any amount of money could get me to fight someone like a Manny Tapia, say.
Right. Take that, Dana.
Awesome.
Can't do it.
Definitely. That's personally my opinion. I feel like if it's up to the fighter. If they want to fight the person, they shouldn't be forced to, just because of the fact that the fans want to see it. What about you, Lou?
Right. I've expressed my point of view from in the past. Once again, I think it's just going to be a matter of time before, everybody's going to have to fight everybody at one point. Of course, it's going to be the fighter's decision to go with the fight or not. It's anybody could sign a contract or not. It's their choice. But I think once it gets to a championship level, there's only so many camps that are so good, and the fighters all in that camp are so good that they're going to eventually meet each other in the championship round. They're just going to be that good. So I believe at some point it's just going to be like that. Like in the NBA, you got cousins playing cousins, and different teams playing each other. So I think eventually it'll get to that point, just not yet.
Well, thank you once again, Darrell, for joining us on our show. And you've been on the show quite a few times before, and we hope to have you many more times in the future.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Definitely.
Yeah, man, it's always good to see somebody's like career flourish, man.
For sure.
It's
for
awesome.
Sure. You have any shots out that you want to give?
I'd like to give a shout out to all my boys at Millennia.
Damn.
Also, Nature of the Beast, Tone Grow, Pins for Less. Check them out.
We want to give some special shout outs to all our subscribers from California to New York. Wouldn't be able to do it without you guys.
For sure. And Iowa. I don't know if it's the wrestlers in Iowa or whatever, but you guys have been popping up all over the place on My MMA Mobile.
Wow,
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Keep it up.
You could also go to mymmamobile.com and you can sign up there. You could also see our archive shows. There's just a lot of stuff to see on there. So go down, take a look, and jump on board.
Or just grab your cell phone and put in My MMA and text it to 69302, and you'll get all your MMA information for how much, guys?
Free.
Free.
That's where I get all my news.
Bam!
Definitely. So you guys got to definitely check it out.
And once again, thanks for watching My MMA Mobile, the show.
Mongoose out.
Bam! And he brought a new member of himself.
We're going to have to use that one. He brought a new member of himself.
I'm like, what?